Star Wars, the massive franchise that everybody loves, has released another movie, but it's a prequel. Wait, everyone calm down. It's not that bad, okay? The movie sticks close enough to the great originals that it makes an average film. I know a lot of people loved it, and that's fine, but I'm going to share my opinion. Now, everybody already knows the plot. It's about the rebels getting the plans of the Death Star. That sounds cool, right? But they make this lame subplot about Jin, this annoying character who you don't care about or want to root for, and her dad, this scientist who is forced by the villain of the story. That's the biggest problem with this movie, that in my opinion should have been a war/heist film. It's just a mission to find Jin's dad to find a weakness for the Death Star. It lasts for 2 acts. Instead of being about the actual rebels and behind the Alliance and cheering for them as they take on the Empire, we get a group of shallow characters whose motives are scrambled trying to find Jin's dad. Wow. If you haven't already watched this movie, I'll decipher the trailer but won't spoil it. It starts with a flashback where the white coat guy who acts all calm and calculated takes Jin's dad to work on the Death Star laser. The rebels recruit Jin to go to Jedha and speak to the black guy with the armor to find her dad. He's a rogue war general type character. That's where they run into Donnie, the blind Asian guy, and the Maori dude who's got the minigun. Then there's a quick action scene that lasts 2 minutes, but of course they had to chuck it in the trailer to make it look like it had lots of action. Also, the Empire are mining kyber crystals to power the laser, which I think is pretty cool. Then they go to the rainy planet where Jin's dad is. The emotion in this movie is zero, as in there isn't any. I think this is because the music is terrible. I paid extra attention when watching this movie, and it doesn't make sense. There isn't any rhythm. Music helps capture the moment and the atmosphere. I reckon one of the best examples is in the last battle in Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It still gives me chills. When the last battle finally rolls around, it lasts roughly 20 minutes and there isn't any magic, just scene after scene, and it keeps pulling you away, getting you to watch dry dialogue without any urgency. Okay, the greatest upside is the hilarious reprogrammed Imperial droid K2SO. I want to applaud whoever played him in this movie, because he was awesome. Now, I don't know if I'm the only person who's mad at Star Wars for putting false advertisement to trick me and lots of other fans. I'm speaking of the Darth Vader scene, the first one, where a mysterious hooded figure surrounded by red Imperial guards bowing to an unknown person in a Bacta tank. There were heaps of theories, all of them were interesting and exciting, but they do the lamest thing, make the hooded figure who looks like a Sith a complete random bowing to Vader in a Bacta tank. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not saying they have to do this or the movie would be terrible, but how cool would it be if they put Snoke in the tank and made it as if Sidious betrayed him, or Darth Maul in the movie with his awesome robotic limbs and he gets ordered by Vader to hunt down Obi-Wan while Vader gets caught by the Emperor in the last act to stop the rebels, and he jumps in his ship and shoots down dozens of rebel fighters with this awesome space battle, but he gets shot down and lands on the tropical planet, and he digs his hand into the sand and growls at the reminder that he was a slave, and all these rebels surround him and order his surrender, but he takes out his lightsaber and says, "All I am surrounded by is fear and dead men." How cool would that be? This idea is from the comic Vader Down, which I haven't finished but I did like. So credit goes to the writers of that. Also, the cool Death Troopers who were promoted barely did anything. In conclusion, Rogue One is an average film that is bland most of the time with a decent end battle, but wasn't good enough. Spoiler alert, because I really want to talk about this. When the rebels get the plans and are delivering them to Tantive 4, Leia's ship, there's this hallway with 10 rebel troops, and they can't get the door open, and then they hear this breathing of Vader, and he ignites his lightsaber and slaughters everyone, and they just escape with the plans, and then they give it to CGI Leia. This hallway scene was great, but my pessimist brain thinks if they knew this is what we wanted, why didn't they put more of that in the movie? Alright, sorry for the little rant. The last thing I'm going to say is the movie wasn't worth the wait, and I wish they just went straight to episode 8, because 7 was way better than this. Well, I hope you agreed with me, and if you made it this long, thank you. I'll be making an Assassin's Creed review soon. Please like and subscribe and watch my other solo video, General Grievous vs Darth Maul. I am Farmer from Magnanimous. Thanks for watching.